Hi guys, John with you again, and it's the end of the year. Yep, it's tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Yep, New Year's Eve 2020, just in case you're watching this at any stage throughout the year or whenever. You're getting a bit of a date on it anyway. And it's time now to reveal my first kit of next year. Yes, I'm going to do the unboxing now, and I'm not going to start building until the new year, but I get the unboxing over and done with, and gives me a chance to kind of look over the instructions and things, because I'm going out of my comfort zone. Yeah, my comfort zone really is armour. If anybody been watching my channel, you'll know that armour is my thing. Love the armour. And I have done a couple of planes, I have done a couple of some aircraft, but not very much. Okay, I did a couple of small fighters, and I did 1/48 scale modern jet, the A-4 Phantom. When I say modern, it was modern enough. Okay, so that was my sort of foray into aircraft, and I'm going to do another aircraft. My first build of 2021 is going to be an aircraft. So, as you can see from the title of the video, it's the Revell Junkers Ju-88A-4 Bomber. Okay, there it is. So have a quick look at the old box art from there. As you can see, it's got a nice picture of two bombers, one coming in dropping two bombs into the ocean. Yes, or wherever. They're probably aiming them at a ship or something like that. But it's 1/72 scale, and there we go. There's the box. There's the box. Okay, so let's go down to the bench. We'll have a look at the rest of it. We'll have another closer look at the box, what's on the sides of the box, the back of the box, in between the box, and we'll get the parts out. We'll have a quick look at them. And if anybody's ever watched any of my unboxings before, they'll know that I am extremely technical on my parts and things like that. I do tons and tons of research, so I know what every single part is. And if you believe that, you believe anything. So let's get down to the bench, let's get this unboxed, and let's have a look at it and see what we get. Okay, so excuse all the wiggling around, because I'm going to have to wiggle the camera over and down and all that, because as yet I'm on my sort of made a mistake and bought a new computer, and the new computer I bought wasn't a computer, it was a Chromebook, and you can only do, you can't sort of link video to video to video, you can't get sort of editing software for it. So I'm kind of stuck to everything into one clip. Typical out of me, isn't it? I'm doing, just have to carry on. So anyway, let's get down, let's get it unboxed. So first of all, bring over the lights. So the light is in place, and now we're going to bring the camera over and down. Okay, so we give it a nice angle to look at everything. Okay, as you can see, look, there we go. There's my Chromebook, and here we go. Right, so there we go. That's a little bit better. No, I might have got a little bit louder because the microphone is right here beside me. The microphone is right there. So, like I said, picture of the box is two bombers coming in. Oh, there is a ship there. We didn't spot the ship, and they're probably bombing an old convoy. Why not? It's in 1/72 scale. It's kit number 04672. Okay, there we go. 04672. On the side of the box there, it shows us some nice close-ups of a finished and painted model, which will be quite nice, quite handy for me, because, you know, get an idea of colours and things like that, and how they go in. Okay, and the other side of the box gives not much at all, a little bit of history here on the Ju-88. It says it's made in Europe, as opposed to the American Revell ones. 1/72 on the side and nothing on the sides. It's a side opening box, and I hate side opening boxes. I really do. It makes it much harder for getting your parts and things. So what I usually do, believe it or not, is I either cut the box and make it kind of a flap, you know, sellotape up the sides, make it a flap opening, or just transfer it into a top opening box that I already have. So anyway, everything is in one bag. I hate that. Another thing I hate, I do not like everything in the one bag. It kind of leaves it open for damage. Okay, and we've got our instructions and our decals, Decals, transfers, stickers. Right, so we've got a sheet of decals there. Okay, quite a busy sheet of decals. We'll have a close look at it after. It's not as busy as what was on the Phantom, but still busy enough. It'll keep me going. This is a sort of a health and safety sheet, right? And we've got our instructions. Again, we will go through those at a later stage. Oh, well, when I say later stage, we'll go through them in a while. Okay, so first up, we'll get everything out of the bag. There we go. Everything out of the bag. Nothing left. And put the bag away so we don't choke a small child or something like that. Okay, so we've got another couple of little bags inside that bag. Right, we've got clear parts and 2 more little bags of pieces. We'll put them to the side and we will go through, we'll have a look at them in a minute. Okay, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're sprues, they're little ones, but they're sprues, 6, and a big one, 7. So we've got 7 sprues to have a look at first. Okay, so I'll bring the camera just a little bit closer. There we go. How's that? Is that a bit better for you? Alright, so we've got our wings. See, I know what wings are. I don't have to be that technical to know what wings are. Okay, feeling along here with my nail, they're not raised panel lines, so that's a good thing. Apparently, I've learnt that from watching other people's videos on aircraft and things, and they say once the panel lines and all that are not raised, then it's a good start. Okay, because a lot of the older kits would have had raised panel lines and things like that. Okay, so we've got the wing uppers and the wing lowers. I presume this is all sort of parts for the engines and things. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Okay, like I said, I don't really know that much information about this kit, or about this aircraft, should I say. But you know, the detail looks quite nice. It really does. Some nice sort of nice deep enough panel lines. Okay, and there's our upper wings. Okay, we've got these parts here. I'd say they're flaps, flappets. Well, then again, they might not be. I don't know. But condition of them anyway is quite nice. It's a nice, there's a nice feel to the plastic. It just feels nice. It doesn't feel that cheap plastic. It feels quite nice. It feels quite good actually. And some nice raised panels. We've got a wheel there. Yes, a wheel. Okay, this appears to be a panel, but is it for bombs? For bomb holding? I do not know. Don't know. But the detail does seem quite nice in it. Okay. Whoa, speedy wobble. I mean, those of you that do know what these parts are, you know, you can tell what they are. I don't care, to be quite honest with you. It's not that I don't care, because obviously I care because I'm going to build it, and I care about the condition of the parts and things. But what they're actually called, and each part is called, I do not know. I do not know what they are called. Right, so I won't go bluffing people, telling them what I think they're called. Right, they're for the wheel holding the wheels anyway. We'll call them wheel stanchions. We make up our own names as we go along. Nothing unusual there with John's thing. I do like having these little, these extra little plug bits. Okay, I get a pointy stick. These extra little plug bits here. they're quite nice, because then you're not going to, it's a reasonably modern kit. You're not going to end up with ejector pin marks and divots and things on your piece, especially with small pieces. The last thing you want is a big frickin' ejector pin mark in it. Okay, and here we have our two sides of our aircraft. Okay, now it seems actually quite thin, doesn't it? Even though it is 1/72nd scale, but it is a bomber. Then again, the Germans, they only had sort of the twin engine bombers. They never really went in for the big ones. I suppose that could have been a mistake by them, really, when you think of it. If they had bigger bombers, they could have caused a lot more devastation. Right, so there's our first sprue. This is sprue A, and so far so good. We don't have any ejector pin marks, we don't have any flash. Plastic seems quite nice, and the moulding is actually very, very nice, some nice detail, and it's nicely pronounced and all that. Okay, so that's really what I look for in unboxing. Right, our next little sprue. This is does it say sprue E? Okay, we're not going A, B, C, D, E. We're on to E. Okay, by the looks of it, they look like engine cowlings and things, but again, I'm not sure, so I'm not going to swear to it. But condition of the parts is quite nice. That's what we're really looking for here. Okay, the joins there where the piece meets the sprue, the sprue gate, whatever you want to call it there. It's pretty thick. It is pretty thick, so I'm going to be kind of careful in cleaning them off. What I usually do is I wouldn't go so close to when I'm cutting them off, come out a bit and do it all in the clean up of the piece, just to make sure I don't kind of cut into the piece when I'm taking them off. I don't like the very, very thick sprue gates. Makes them a little bit more difficult. But we can get over it. We will. We'll persevere. It's better than Percival anyway. Right, we have another sprue here. Now this is sprue B. We've got our tail wings. Okay, I know they're probably called vertical stabilizers or all that kind of shite. I don't care. We've got our back wings, or the tail of the aircraft, and we also seem to have some what appear to be engine parts. Okay, engine-y parts. Right, engine covers, should I say, not engine parts, because the engine will be inside, not on top. And again, we got some nice panel line work there, quite nice and deep. Seems pretty nice. Like I said, the condition of these parts is actually very, very nice indeed. No major ejector pin marks or anything like that. No sinkholes, okay, or anything. Right, so we'll go down and we'll look at all the parts there. Very, very nice. Very pretty. Okay, we've got a couple of small little pieces here. Okay, so that was sprue B. Our next sprue is sprue D. Okay, so sprue D, we've got the other two more parts for our tail. Yeah, it's in two halves, so there's our tail. There's another part here. I'd say it's an internal part, judging by the look of it. Okay, these appear to be, they seem to be in the shape of machine guns anyway. Okay, so we've got some shooty things. It is nice to have shooty things. What's the point in having a military plane or vehicle unless you've got the shooty things? Okay, and we've got some more of these flaps. I think they're flaps, I'm not 100% sure. You know, like I said, this is going to be an extremely technical unboxing, as normal. To me, all unboxing is just really to see how many parts they are, what's the condition, like I said, does it have ejector pin marks and things like that, and you know, are they nice? Are they nice pieces? Okay, so here's our wing tips. Okay, top and bottom again, two pieces together. I'd say this is another underside panel for the aircraft. Not all that. There we go. We got some. Some nice little hatch openings there, be it inspection hatches or whatever. Okay, we've got our wingtips. I don't know if it's a seat. It looks like a seat, but I doubt it. Then again, why would I doubt it? I wouldn't know what I'm looking at. It's in a seaty shape anyway. But is it a seat? I do not know. That's why I'm not going to call it a seat, because it probably freaking isn't. Right. But there we go anyway. So parts, like I said, they're quite nice, quite nicely detailed. Like I said, I'm not an airplane person, so if you are an airplane person, you'll know what the parts are, you'll know what these pieces represent, or supposed to represent, and that's what's important. Isn't that it? So anyway, right, we've got one of our little small sprues, we've got another one. That is definitely a seat. Okay, so the other one is more than likely is a seat as well. We've got a couple of little machine gun bits and pieces, probably some instrument panel. Right, see, can we get a close up of it? Ooh, come on. Okay, that's about as close as we'll get to that now. Okay, part number 138 anyway, whatever it is. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Now it appears to be a little bit of flash on that, but is it, or is it supposed to have that kind of waviness to it? I don't know. Again, like I said, I am trying to upgrade the channel and upgrade my camera and my computer. There is a link below in the description box if you'd like to help out the channel in any way, shape or form. It would be gratefully appreciated. I'm sort of on my way, shall we say, at the moment. I've secured the purchase of a new camera. Yes, I've secured the purchase of that, so now I've got to upgrade everything else. So this is sprue F anyway, and like I said, I'm not well up in the parts, but they appear to be quite nice. Okay, the moulding is quite nice. We're not getting any flash, and again, like I said, it's nice plastic. Plastic is nice. It's nice strong plastic. It's not that that real soft stuff that some of the older kits were made of. So first of all, little bags. Okay, like I said, there's a couple of these little bags, all nicely sellotaped to each other and to everything else. Okay, so in this little bag here we have 1, 2, 3 sprues. Okay, and this bag here appears to be the exact same as this one. Okay, so I won't bother opening this one. Okay, I won't open this one. because it's the exact same. It is the exact same as that one there, right? And I'm after leaving out one more of those as well. Okay, sprue N. I just spotted it there on the table beside me. There's one from the last set of sprues that we went through, and the same again. Nice mouldings. No flash, no ejector pin marks, because it's got all these little extra bits to cut off. So where they're pushed out of the mould, it's all done through those things rather than kind of pushing it out on the piece itself. Right, so like I said, these sprues are all doubled. In these we have what looks to be some bums. Okay. And we've got some other fiddly bits and pieces. Okay. But again, like I said, the detail is quite nice in these. We can use the back of the decal sheet actually, because it's blue works well on the camera, so I'm told. Okay. Okay, so that's the first of those sprues. The second one here, we've got our propeller. Right. Now there's two propellers because it's a twin engine bomber. Right. A little bit of clean up there on the propeller. There seems to be some slight kind of little bit of tiny little bit of flash, but sort of rubbed down with a very, very mild sander. Almost like a sponge really. I wouldn't really go too heavy on it. I should kind of clean them up. We've got the nose cone there for those. The exhausts off the engine exhausts. The engine cowlings. More parts of them there. So they're nicely again, nicely molded. Some nice parts there. Right, and that's it. Like I said, there's two of them. So all we got left now is we've got our clear parts. Right, that's that in the bag, still in the bag. Don't take it out. Right, so we've got some clear parts. So we'll see how these clear out. They're parts and they're clear. Isn't that it? Right, we've got 3 sprues. They're all sort of joined together. We've got some canopies. Okay. Excuse me. Again, we use the blue. Hopefully that will give it some bit of background for it to. Right, so there's one canopy. Right. Right, so parts seem like I said, they seem quite nice. You know, it's like me kind of looking up a duck's arse, having a clue what I'm looking at. But there's our canopies, and but there's no bubbles inside in the plastic anyway. I remember getting it. Remember as a kid actually getting a model of an aircraft. I think it was a Dornier. It would have been one of the old Airfix ones. And I remember seeing the glass, and it was all little, you could see all the little bubbly dots inside in the glass. And shall we say, I wasn't too worried anyway, because I was using the old tube glue, and they always fogged up for me anyway. And I later learned that the best way to fit glass, well, I wouldn't maybe call it the best way, but the best way that I found that it didn't, the best way that worked for me, how does that sound? There we go. The best way that worked for me was to use stuff called glue and glaze. Okay. And my good friend Simon gave me out a bottle of it, and I still fucking have it, and it's still quite good. I use that for all my clear parts now, and they'll go into place without any of that that fogging that you can get, because they kind of fog up because the glue used to react with the clear parts. I'd always have a problem putting them on. Okay. And it was one of the things that put me off aircraft. And my brother, like, he used to make his aircraft as well, and for some weird reason he was always much better at aircraft than me. He never got, as in, you know, the glass never fogged up for him. I was always into the armour anyway. But anyway, so there's our clear parts, and that's the last of the sprues. Now I'm going to put the clear parts back into the bag, so I don't want them to get scratched or anything like that. You know, they're good, and I don't want to make them any bad. No, not perfectly good English there. Make them any bad. Right, so we'll have a look now at the instruction sheet. No, we'll actually, before that, we'll have a look at the decals. We'll have a look at the decals, decals, transfers, and the stickers. Okay, so we've got some crosses, a couple of different types. We've got FF and DD, whichever. I presume they're off different aircraft. I wouldn't say they're all for the one aircraft. Do you know what I mean? I mean, these would be say for the sides, and whichever one of these units would have sort of the different numbers and letterings and all that. So we'll see. Lots of little lines and squares, and don't walk here, but obviously in German. So the decals seem quite nice. They don't seem too shiny. There does not seem to be too much backing on them, you know, as you can see there from that. You can see it here around the F and the N there. This is all sort of the L1, the cross, and the FN is all one decal. And as you can see from it, it's all perfectly in register, right? As in the white and the black are perfectly aligned. It's not up or down. And there's the carrier film is very, very small. It's even kind of curved in around places to make it even smaller. So it seems quite nice. Can you make out the carrier film on it? There we go. See what I mean about the way it's kind of curved in around it to make it even shorter and smaller. Right. We'll have a look at those unit badges. That's really where whether they're in register or not now would make a major difference. There we go. They look quite nice, and they're definitely in register because the colours are all matching and everything else. Right. Oh, come on. So the decals are all quite nice. Printed in Italy for Revell. What does it say? Germany by Revell. It doesn't say who whether they're, you know, cartograph or anything like that. There's no label on them. It just says that they're printed for Revell of Germany. So there we go. Anyway, there's our decals, decals, transfers, stickers, and all that kind of stuff. So now we'll get on to the instructions, and we'll have a quick look at the instructions. Now, when I say we'll have a look at the instructions, all I'm looking for really is, especially with me, when I'm not really used to aircraft, so I'm coming into kind of a, I wouldn't say a new thing, I mean, because I have done a couple, but I'm still sort of learning aircraft and stuff like that. So what I don't want to see is 40 steps in the one little the one little box where you're putting on 40 or 50 things. What's wrong with putting an extra little bit of paper? Paper's cheap compared to the plastic, and you know, stretching out the old instructions a bit, making them a little bit easier for people. Okay, making them a little bit easier, especially for the likes of me. Right, so we got our colour callouts. Okay, what the colours are. It doesn't sort of give us any, say, manufacturer callouts. It just tells us what colours they are. Alright, we get our sprue maps. Alright, and here then you've got to decide whether you're doing it with wheels down or wheels up. I will more than likely be doing it with wheels down. Otherwise, you can't have it exactly sort of suspended in mid-air. Although some people do, don't they? They kind of hang them from their ceilings and things. So anyway, instruction part 1. We appear to be working on the cockpit and all the instruments and things like that. So that's what those funny pieces were. I remember when with all the sticky up bits. They're cockpit hole sides, and I was thinking that they were bomb holders. I think I'd look at the old instructions before I do it. No, that would be too easy. That would be too easy. Too easy indeed. Okay. Alright. So there isn't too many pieces in the one. It does appear to be putting in kind of decals, I think, at this early stage, because it's telling us to sort of get the inside painted. Well, I do know that. I do know with aircraft you do have to get the inside painted first, you know, but so you're telling you sort of paint at that stage, then glue and glue, then you're back to this stage then, so you're gluing, oh, you got decals there now. You've got some decals to go in at that stage there. Alright. We're putting our front section together. So we've pretty nicely detailed cockpit, I must admit. Consider, you know, by the pictures anyway. So hopefully it will look good in 1/72 scale. Okay, and again, step by step, all the way. Not too many pieces, not too many, steps per box. What else can I say about it, really? Yeah, there we go for our deciding whether we're going to have the wheels down or the wheels up. And making some bombs. Placement of some of the big bombs and things. Placing our clear parts underneath. Yes, because here's a sort of a belly gunner. Okay, and our last few bits and pieces then is the last couple of clear parts and the propellers, and then our painting guides, painting and decals. It does give 2 options. Like I said, I did think it was going to be 2 options. So first one, it would be based in Sicily, June 1941, and the other is in Greece in March 1942. Okay, so you're getting 2 nice colour options, a camouflage one and a lightly camouflaged one. It's still camouflaged, but it's much lighter than, say, that one. I like that one. I like that one. Yes, we'll go for that one. Making that decision already. Oh, God, it's going to be fun. So anyway, lads, hope you join me next year for when... Hey, white out. Well, hope you join me next year, lads, for when I'm going to start this. I'll be starting it very, very early in January. It won't be January 1st, but more than likely it will be January the 2nd. Yes, January the 2nd. I'm going to make a start on this, because I want to get it over and done with in a month. I'm kind of giving myself a month to get it made. because then I'm going to start on the group build. Yes, the group build. And just give a quick little mention for the group build. It's any ship, aircraft, vehicle, tank, whatever that has never gone into production. Okay, that's category A. Category B would be any kit from Zvezda. And category C are submarines. Okay, it's kind of a multi kind of a group build. It's originally started off as sort of anything that never went into production, you know, paper panzers and all that kind of stuff. But it kind of took on its new role. So get over there to look back through the videos. You'll see a whole introduction to the group build. It's also mentioned on the Facebook page. That's John Moore's Scale Models, JMSM, on Facebook. Link below in the description box. So lads, like I said, I'm not exactly an aircraft person. I'm going to give it a go, and I hope you find the unboxing interesting and entertaining, if not technical. Anyway, we try to make it kind of a little bit entertaining. Since I don't know what the parts are and things like that, but we give you a look at them anyway, so you can decide for yourself, is this kit for you or not, you know. And if you're considering going out and buying the kit, you want to know what's inside it, so you're going to give yourself a quick look over at unboxings. So hopefully I will see you in January for the builds, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you very, very soon. And don't forget, give the old thumbs up and hit the bell. So see you very, very soon, lads. Take care, have a happy new year, and next year go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it, and enjoy the hobby, because that's what it's all about. I'll see you soon, lads. Take care.